Will Aukus bring B-21 Raider long-range stealth bomber to Australia? Two things have changed since then. First, Communist China presents a near-term existential threat to the global strategic balance, and second, Joe Biden is US president. The China threat will outlast Biden, but the critical question for Australia is, will Aukus survive a change of American presidency? Aukus provides the best platform Australia could get for the ADF. Australia has no time to lose. Australia needs military equipment with range and hitting power, given Australia's geography. B-2s have flown training missions over Australia several times over the past few years. In 2020, Whiteman B-2s deployed to Naval Support Facility Diego Garcia and then flew over Australian training areas while Marines and Australian troops trained together to control the strikes. Extended-range strike aircraft give more flexibility and the capacity for faster missile replenishment. Australia should look at options to join with the US in acquiring the long-range B-21 stealth bomber. The aircraft's development will be complete by 2022. 5 aircraft are in construction in California. Initial flights have already happened, with more planned in the next few months. ASBI's Marcus Hellier points out that the B-21 will use 2 F-35 engines but have 3 or 4 times the unrefueled range. The U.S. Air Force plans for a unit price under $1 billion, which is an astonishing amount of money to buy a B-21 Raider. On top of that, Australia needs to maintain and upgrade facilities in Australia. The B-21 is expected to be the world's most advanced, cost-effective long-range strike capability. Australia must make the case to our US allies to procure B-21s and to house one of the world's most fearsome deterrents right in our airbases. Unlike fighter jets, many of which have vertical structures more detectable to enemy radar return signals, smooth horizontal bombers such as the B-2 or new B-21 are designed to elude both surveillance and engagement radar and therefore conduct operations without an enemy even knowing something is there. The Royal Australian Air Force could be operating this aircraft within half a decade, making it relevant to the current strategic situation. An investment now will spend money that can't be spent on submarine construction at least for a decade and overcome a lack of hitting power in the Australian Defence Force. Strike capability will make the ADF a much more difficult opponent and thereby strengthen deterrence. That means keeping the region at peace. Based on public information, it's possible that Australia could get aircraft into service in the second half of the 2030s. So it couldn't happen overnight, but it's faster than even the most optimistic future nuclear submarine schedule. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Instagram.